My rule is Judaism very, 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 very rarely automatically necessitates a certain political view. So then you got to say, what should be the Jewish perspective on politics? When you have this kind of debate between a Barack Obama and McCain and red and blue and hawks and doves and all the kinds of things that we have divided the country on, the Jewish contribution would be to constantly be destabilizing and undermining the position that you're so sure about. That's what Judaism does best. So if you're a liberal, the Jewish perspective is not to say vote liberal, not vote liberal, but it's to sharpen why it is you are a liberal. And the only way you can do that is by wrestling with the deep truths of the other side. If you are a conservative, the most important thing is not that Judaism either affirms you're being a conservative or says, no, don't be a conservative. What Judaism can do, what its wisdom can do, is to help you locate the partial truth of the other side so that you can be a more deeply inclusive and therefore more, that's what we really mean by compassionate, be more inclusive, but a wiser person who votes however you vote. Now this is very important because right now, rabbinic leadership in this country is doing a phenomenal disservice to American Jews. Rabbinic leadership, no different than Christian denominational Protestant leadership, is now split. You tell me the rabbi, you tell me their denomination, and I'll be able to tell you what their political position is. That's idolatry. It has nothing to do with Judaism. By the way, I'm not against idolatry of political positions. I get it. That's what we do. But it has nothing to do with Judaism. To bring your texts down, to legitimate and affirm what you already politically believe, that's not Judaism and it's not important. Okay? That is boosterism. That is apologetics and low-level apologetics at that. That is, because you have no Torah to teach, what you do is you decide your political position and then search the Torah to affirm what you already believe. By the way, it can be done with great art, and it can be done in a kind of low-level way, right? But it is not helpful. And I don't believe that's why people come to synagogue. I don't believe that's why people ought to be coming to churches or mosques or any of their religious centers. The reason that you study a religious tradition is because a religious tradition doesn't legitimate you and root you in what you already believe about the world. It shakes you up and destabilizes you so that you can have better positions to improve the world.